Hey everyone, this is Dawn and welcome back to my channel. So I am coming on for week 6 of the Index Card a Day Challenge. I have very much been enjoying this. Of course, it is hosted by Gypsy999 on Instagram and YouTube. And I say it every week, I highly recommend her blog, daisyyellowart.com, which is much more about index cards, all type of mixed media, how to boost your creativity, exercises, thoughts around it, different substrates. Anyways, I highly recommend it. I've very much been enjoying this challenge. I have feeling like it is boosting my creativity a little bit, helping me think outside the box. And then sometimes it does feel like a great big old scavenger hunt. I think I said this last week, so I'm always thinking about the next prompt and what I've got, or I'm sitting here and kind of going through the stuff, and I'm someone that's got a lot of stuff because I've been crafting for about 25 years. And then when you see your things also, you're thinking about, okay, maybe using that or different ways to use it, as I'm going through. So I'll pull out stuff and set it aside. Oh, I'd like to do this, or oh, I'd like to do that. So anyways, very much enjoying the process. So for prompt 36 was a road. I thought this was so cute. I used quite a bit of art by Marlene this week, maybe on 3 different cards this week. I have this older die cut block little book. I don't know if this is still available. I've had it for probably more than a few years, and they're perforated where you can punch out these fun little images. They're just quirky and cute and fun, and I love them. I did use this lighthouse. There's two of each page, two pages of each on here, so lots of fun goodness in here. So I used just a black piece of paper down on the bottom with some white marker to make our little road, and then the little car and the little trailer were in that booklet. I believe I also had a Art by Marlene sentiment book. So I found this little sticker in there, leave sparkles wherever you go, and I punched out a little sparkly pink cloud. And the background paper here, this is paper. A lot of people think I paint or I'm creating textures. I'm really not so much. I am somebody that loves background papers where it kind of looks more mixed media, and so with this here, I think there was some pink also on it, but kind of great for the sky behind. So fun. This here, again, another Art by Marlene. I have this wonderful stamp set. I had not used it before. I remember seeing it online, and I stopped and I ordered immediately on Joggles. But it's so fun. All the little tropical birds, and then it says, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's gonna be all right. So cute and fun. The stamp set's called Don't Worry. Again, Art by Marlene. So when I thought rainforest, I immediately thought of this little stamp set. So I stamped out the sentiment. I did color up the birdie. I'm not the best with color combo, so I went online and looked at images of the tropical birds and came up with this, and just colored it with some alcohol markers. I used some music paper back here, and then this here was a great page. I recently picked up a Michael's paper pad with mostly green tones in it, and this page was like a blown up page of a leaf, and it had little dewdrops or raindrops on it. So this one here being rainforest. I really enjoyed creating this one. Next is bicycle. I had a little puffy bicycle sticker, and then this is a Simple Stories journaling card. I think this also came off of a journaling card because this had yellow and purple tones. So my brain went to purple because I don't create with purple a whole lot, but I really enjoyed how this one came together. This is a background paper again that had multicolors on the back. Paired with the journaling card. This was one of those Vicky Booten 49 and Market collab little ephemera flowers. I think it's called Flower Shop or Flower something. Anyways, it all kind of came together, and I really enjoyed this one as well. Again, this is that Art by Marlene die cut, the wonderful lighthouse. I found a background paper that had the ocean, body of water, and the brightness here. It might have been like a sunrise or something coming up, but it had that lightness, and I was able to line that up with the yellow, the light from the lighthouse. And then these waves were also Art by Marlene, and they were actually attached to a boat image, so I was able to trim those off. And I found a green piece of paper because you're thinking, okay, the lighthouse is not sitting in the water, it's actually sitting on land. So I had just ripped it, and then when I added those waves on top, it kind of brought everything together. And then a little sticker here, hope for the best and plan for the worst. excuse me, this one here, our next one, number 40, is Autumn. I was trying to do leaves in like some bronzy looking glitter paper, but then I came across this large acorn die that I have, and I was like, oh, that's kind of really fun. It was kind of too small to fit on it this direction, so I was having a hard time using it, and then I went back through my stamps, and I have this Stamping Bella, one of the oddball stamps, and she is so cute. I'm not the best color. Pretty much everything here is a single tone. I did get a little extra depth in her hair maybe, but I just colored her up. She's got her fun basket of apples, her little jug of cider, and the fall breeze and autumn leaves, a little cut apart from a fall pad. I just used some black ink pen just to give a little bit of a border, some enamel dots, and I think that one is really fun. Then this one here, checkerboard. I really wanted to highlight the checkerboard. This is from an old graphic 45, kind of like a fairy tale, Humpty Dumpty, or some Mother Goose maybe. Really old, but I knew I had a checkerboard paper. And then the rest of these images were from, I think it was Authentique, which isn't around anymore. I loved that paper company with all the vintage images. Anyway, she was a die cut in there, or a journaling card, so I cut her out. Something else in that same paper pad had For the Record, and I think on this card it said, well, yes, I am a domestic hero, but the well, yes was kind of, I wasn't able to use it as part of this because it was kind of like, it wasn't conducive to cutting it out, so I got, yes, I am a domestic superhero, a few red enamel dots, and here we are. Then last but not least, bronze, and this one here doesn't photograph really well, but I used some die cuts by Tim Holtz, one of the flower silhouettes, and it doesn't, like I said, show up very well, but it was like a brown glitter paper, which definitely reads bronze. I used these two shades of background paper together, brown tones here with some pretty detail on it, and then this one here kind of had blue, so I found this die cut, or cut apart in another paper pad, so I cut that apart. Enjoy every moment. Stop and smell the flowers, and that just kind of brought it all together because I really didn't want to go into a fall direction or autumn direction since we had already done that. All right, so these again are my projects for week 6. I will be back next week. I am posting my daily projects on Instagram if you want a closer look, and then if you do look at the hashtag, just click on the hashtags and you can see all the wonderful artwork, all the different takes on each prompt. It's amazing the creativity that everybody has, and I enjoy looking at all the other artwork out there as well. All right, guys, would love it if you give me a thumbs up. Would love it if you consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.